Okay, here we go. This is a behind the scenes, up close and personal look at my mermaid tail. It's a silicone performance tail. It was the first one made by Merbellas. It's inspired by the splash design, you can see here. And before you ask me a million questions in the comments, please read the fact in the description, as it answers my most commonly asked questions very concisely with links. So if you want to know how to purchase one of these, how much it costs, that sort of thing, please look at the links, because I will ignore your questions. This is a silicone tail. It's made of dragon skin silicone. It has molded scales, as you can see here. These are all raised. You might see a little bit of glitter here and there. It's because I actually spilled some glitter and it stuck to it. And the glitter has stayed there through all my swims and everything. It's kind of neat actually, but silicone is sticky. So yeah, it's a competitor monofin. Most of Merbella's tails use competitor monofins or foils. Now with the competitor monofin, it is a little harder to hide because they are so big. This is why I get these edges. This is actually monofin. This is monofin. My ankles are only this wide. If my ankles were wider, it would be spread out and you wouldn't get these bumps, but they're not. So, and this is the first tail that they made. When you look at the other tails, you'll notice they don't have this part. And also because mine is a competitor, that's why you've got these ridges there. But like I said, first one, the other tails don't have this. I don't mind it at all. It's just an awesome monofin. Helps you go really fast, really good deep, really awesome. So there's lots of little details here. You can see the spots. And one of the neat things about this tail is that it glows under black light. The color is pigmented, so it won't chip or scrape off. It's actually built right into the silicone. And it's quite heavy. I had my tail made lighter on purpose and thinner because I have health issues and I wasn't going to be able to lug around a huge tail. It's still close to 20 pounds, but unlike other tail makers, it's very, very thin. The downside to having a tail that's this thin is that you can accidentally rip it or poke a hole, but I have yet to do that. I just know to be careful because it can be very fragile. Other tail makers, I've seen tails that are inches thick. That is not even an inch, so it's really cool. The seams are really well hidden, as you can see. They matched up all the scales, which is pretty cool, so hard to see there. Inside my silicone tail, I'm going to show you here. High feet. Take a look there. It's all nice and tidy in here. There's no silicone overlapping or falling all over the place. If you get a tail and your seams are disgusting and all over the place, it's going to melt and it's going to stick together. And you don't want that. Some tail makers are pretty sloppy and do that, but not Merbella's. They make theirs awesome. It's nice and clean in there. You can see the monofin way down there. So, yeah. So this is the front. I'm going to flip it over to the back. Now, with the back, your heels area is going to be the one that you need to be careful with so it doesn't get ripped or get any holes or things like that. You can see a little bit of discoloration here in mine. That is not paint coming off. It's actually some blue dust that I can't get off unless I scrub it with a brush. It's from a photo shoot I did recently, so anyway, it'll come right off. I've had it happen before and it just washes off. Really great ridges. This fluke is solid and flat. I can flip it too. A little bit of dirt there. And yeah, does not fill up with water. Do not settle for a silicone tail that fills up with water. You're paying all that money, you should not have to deal with that. So look at the detail here. You can see my waist blends to make it look like skin, not Photoshop. It's just some nice blending. Okay, I'm going to show the trick to getting these tails on. First of all, if you're putting a tail on dry, it's very difficult to do with silicone because the silicone sticks to everything. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down so I can do this. So you want to reach into your tail, take your tail, reach into it, and fold it down like this. And we're going to fold it all the way down as far as we can. Do not keep rolling it. It's going to stick together and you're going to increase the chances of ripping. You just want to take this and pull it down even further until it goes all the way down. So I'm going to do that and then I'll show you. Okay, so we rolled the tail down as far as we can. As you can see, my seams are nice and tidy. Not a whole bunch of silicone over flapping there. People ask me if mine's lined. Mine's not lined, but you can get them lined. You're going to roll it down like this, or as far as you can get it. Hello, horrible sandal tan lines. And so that when you look in, you're going to have the monofin, and it's right there. It's hard to see in the dark here, I guess. Anyway, I tied some string to mine so that once I put my foot in, I can pull the string to help pull the heel over. You're going to do one leg first, and then the other. And if you're putting it on dry, you're going to have to lubricate your legs because it's very difficult to put a silicone tail on dry. You might be able to do it, but you'll find that it's nearly impossible to adjust once it's on like that, and it could be really wrinkly and stuff. So anyway, that's what you do. Then, once your legs are in, you're just going to very slowly unroll it and pull it back up. You don't want to take it and like unroll it like this. You're going to rip it. You're going to damage it. You're going to stretch it. You want to just very slowly take it by the edges until it comes all the way up on your legs. So that's one way to put on a silicone tail. People ask me that all the time, so I thought I'd just show you. I'm not going to make a video of myself putting it on. It's not glamorous. I don't really want you to see me wriggling myself into it and grunting. If you put it on in the water, you don't have to use any kind of lubrication, and you'll have less chance of getting wrinkles while you're swimming if you don't use lubrication when you're putting it on in the water. But yeah, if you're going to wear it for a dry event or something, or a photo shoot, you might find a lubrication easier. And for that, use an all-natural cream that's not going to degrade the silicone. When I clean my tail, I rinse it off. I use a very soft body brush and just flick things away like this. Okay, I rinse the inside out, and because it's silicone, you can actually dry it clean with a towel. And I bought a silicone sex toy cleaner because it disinfects, makes sure there's no mold, but it's safe to use on silicone products. It won't degrade them. So you can buy something like that at a sex store, or if you're embarrassed, you can buy it online. I don't know, I guess it would be weirder to go into one of those stores and tell them you're buying it for a mermaid tail than for a sex toy. So anyway, that's my little trick. This is my tail. Thanks for watching.